Hello there, welcome back to some more Disco Elysium. In the last episode what we did was we went and finished up some stuff, changed on to day 4. We got enough money to buy our night's sleep if we wanted to, but we're going to sleep in the old lady's house until she turfs me out. And I'm going to now do some other stuff, like talk to the woman in the church, but to do that I need to do the stuff with the, like, waste area. Can I stop this for now? I can't really stop it because I'll have to put the point back in, I think. I guess let me try. Yeah, I'm not worried about it right now. So my physical instrument should have gone back up to 6. Yeah, which means I should be able to open the thing relatively easily.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Sure, does it look like a lot of folks partied here?
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we had a couple of party goers here.
Looks like it.
Was this party against the law on the ice like this? It's probably a public danger.
Not as such, no. Let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
Surely it must have been a public danger, someone doing shit like that. Right, bro? Harry, we know it was you in the car. Don't think about it too much. Oh yeah. Fair. Jamrock biker cop, sunglasses. More empathy in exchange for less logic. I mean, I'm already getting skill checks that are like 18 something, you know. I really struggle with 18 skill checks. Oh yeah. Can I do some interfacing with this?
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guarantee.
I'll take the ugly glasses.
A good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me.
Uh-huh. Right, okay.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Okay, and then...
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
Let me buy the itchy
You
pants
won't regret it, officer.
and the
Gotta
windbreaker.
prepare for
Springtime, right?
shine on
And the
the
deep blue.
man who knows his style. Much respect.
I need to buy the clothes to get myself the abilities to then get myself other things. What is this tree about?
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze.
Let's disentangle the tape.
With slow and deliberate motions, pulling,
I got
bending,
critical
and
success.
unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
What's the tape for?
The lieutenant looks at the mess in your hands. Only after you've successfully cleaned up the branches to the curiosity to get to him. What's the tape for? It's fair, kid. I promise to make this Van Ake's jam hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a nightclub.
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our
He looks at
time.
his wristwatch a little impatiently.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Good Hawthorne.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy. The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint.
Okay, right. So let me go speak to Roy. I've spent a load of money, but that's fine. I don't need the money. I need money to buy the sneakers, or the trainers is what we'd call them, but that's fine. I'm just hoping to buy more things to then get more stats, to then pass more checks, to then get more experience, to then get more stats, to then pass more checks, to then win. You know? Hello, Roy. How you doing, buddy?
Top of the morning to you. How may I be of service?
Early bird gets the worm, huh?
Perhaps. I just like being awake for the transition between night and morning, bearing witness to the first hints of light on the horizon.
Hey, do you know how to fix this?
You mean re-spool it? Yeah, I do, but
Great, could you do it, please? It's important to be able to play this tape for someone.
I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty worthless.
Worthless? Not worthless. Always could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you know that old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I met some young ravers near the place. I want to turn the church to a nightclub and play some weird neo-disco beats there. They call it anodic dance music. I promise to help them with that.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
That's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. It just goes buzz, buzz, buzz. This tape could make it hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though.
Thanks, Roy.
So just sit back and relax.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
Well, thanks for the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
I have something else to sell.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Fascinating. Oh, no. Check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
The coast selling thing. The other postcard. And that'll do. Don't have
Another
anything to sell at the
time,
moment.
perhaps.
I have other business to take care of for now. Right, have I got anything that gives me more electrochemistry? I think I bought stuff specifically that does. Oh yeah. Right, let's try to talk to Roy again.
Top of the morning to you. How may I be of service?
Is Roy high, and if yes, what's he on?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon, what's that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me, or is it really warm in here?
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
No judgment, just curious. Probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
It must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you're a part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling light and stops. The People's Pile, what's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance,
What is a particle decay generator?
a primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile.
Why is it called the People's Pile?
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol
Turns out to
West.
build a nuclear reactor you need more than just dreams.
Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Why did it fail?
An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The clean-up happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but
Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
No, I'm good. I really don't need to get high. I'm fine. I'm playing sober. Sober is boring. I'm an incredibly boring person. I don't want to get drunk or high. I'm fine, thank you. Alright, so that's that. I bought a bunch of shit, as you do. I've got this big ass opening tool. Hello.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with piss written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, fuck the world.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not. Cop. We're not snitches. Or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, Cop Man, is we're not part of the skulls. Yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Of course I do, I'm just testing you boys.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Okay.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Rivacholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Know anything about the oh, do you know guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over his face, filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
So you kids are into Nordic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Spawnflame points ominously and points to his temple. Why?
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
A threat. Good, I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
The other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Enough about the scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does your jacket have piss written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Makes sense.
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Why do you have fuck the world written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
Blow it up.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
They lost me about 5 paragraphs ago, but that's fine.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a
I'm
point.
going with him.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Hey, Kim,
Yes?
what do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Sure, the jackets are scaring you, that's cool.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
You more of a piss or fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Well, talking to you has definitely been something. Oh, so I need half light. Can I get better half light? Yes, yes I can. I want that jacket. I want the jacket so badly. Oh my god, what am I wearing? Hello, boat.
That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Let's ask.
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Boys, with those jackets, you're going to be the Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term.
Not even
Probably
prospects and already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we want to be a cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Yes, the jackets.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
Thank you.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
Since you said you're more of a piss kind of guy, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? They're a pair. We could really raise hell, go undercover. Hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
Still, it's good to know we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with piss written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
The dark-haired young man just stands there defeated. The wind blows.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Thank you. Drama and authority, half-light and rhetoric. Okay. So let's go back to where we were. Got my office shades. Got my gloves. And I've got the trousers. Okay. I think I was actually wearing these. And the jacket. I was wearing my cop jacket, of course. There we go. No, I think we're back to classic strats. Alright. So I'm learning the power of wearing different clothes to do different situations. But I think we also just took 2 gang members off the streets just by coincidence. So, composure. I need high as fuck composure. That's +1 composure. Okay.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high alcohol
There's a lack of magnesium in me.
Yes, And it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium. 1 stroke? Don't be so modest. He's having one right now.
I need to stop thinking about this. I can't become...
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles.
Thank you for your time. I can't do that yet. Too low. Yeah, I can't go around assuming... like, I don't want to become a magnesium-addled drug addict. Like, I don't need that. Anywho, let's go take on la responsabilité. Yeah, I've got to find a tape with the melody. I've fixed the tape. Up to 2100. Okay. Alright. I've got another +2 physical instrument now, so I can hopefully open this box up. Don't break my multi-tool, for God's sake. I waited another day, so maybe some more ice has melted again.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a
Here we go.
hand-cranked ice cream churn. Ice groans and howls
Yes,
under
I
the
critically
strain
succeeded.
of your giant Gewalzund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
Cool.
Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
Let's take the memory.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
It's not that I'm not interested, it's that I think I'll fail the quest if I then go against her wishes and look at it. I'll just say I didn't look at it because I didn't. I wanted to. Originally, my plan was to open it and look at it. And if I'd have done that before getting this quest, I would have done it. But I don't think I could have opened the box with the prybar I had. So I think it was a bit of a stuck situation. Anyway, I know I could fast travel. I don't know how much time it's going to take, and it's almost certainly going to be more time than it would have taken just for me to walk there. That's in my estimation anyway. So I'm not going to do that. I've seen things that look like this before, but I have no idea how they work. Or if they even do. It's like, it's almost pneumatic. Maybe it gives you more leverage or something when it's a big block of metal like that. Much less chance of breaking because it's just such a solid object. It's also probably much heavier. Also, is there... I think there might be things to do with the boat, the oil boat and that and stuff. There's nothing in here left. Oh yeah, now that I've opened it, I should put my thought back on before I forget. Because I want to develop my lack of drinking into a real thing to get tangible benefit from the fact I've become sober. As we all know, people only do things in this world for tangible benefits. Hello.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you in the waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
That's
well,
it. I'm not
how
looking
can
for
I
anyone else right
assist
now.
you then, officer?
That'd be such a weird thing to say. Oh, yeah, I'm looking for someone else. Oh, no, I'm not looking for anyone else, actually. I made it up. What do I need to speak to you? There's some stat, always going to try with different
Our
stats.
tenant, the policeman.
Suggestion.
I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help?
Suggestion. I need many suggestion. Nothing I have helps me suggest things. In fact, suggestion is already -1, and I can't do a lot about it. Is that just because I've got a thing that lowers it? Yeah. I could increase my suggestion by just changing shirt. Church is over here. Alright, I've got a few things to talk to you about. I've got your little filament. I've got your other things. I need to ask you to fix, try and make a radio message, which I was going to do after I did this, because you might be more amenable to me after I've already helped you. Hello there.
Yes, what is it?
About the off-site copy you asked me to bring.
Yes?
I brought you the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going to happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
She's already inserted the filament to the radio computer's core, ready to close the door.
Wait. No. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
Wait, don't put it in yet. It might be dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. Just depressing.
How do you know?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out.
Very cool. Now what?
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Say nothing.
Just give me a second. I'm almost
She clocks up her typing
I've
speed.
never witnessed a programmer work before.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
There's a joy in her voice as she bumps her fist into the air. Oh my god, congratulations.
Thank you.
She yells back with a grin. So where is it? Where's your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
She points at the other end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arch.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double check my calculations.
Hey?
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Yes, fine. Right, I'll go figure it out. I'm good at intellectual puzzles.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out.
Oh,
I've got a computer for that.
okay.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third, 2 left. Fourth, 5 right.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
The third bowl. Which one is the third bowl?
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor.
Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. This task is an insult to your mental skills.
Move the fourth bowl from the left 5 centimeters to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all.
Yes, what is it?
I've moved the balls, it was mind-numbingly easy. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
She stops, biting into her chapped lip.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Isn't this going to be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She goes silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. You're overthinking this.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
Why assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
Death is scary. You can't just start over again. Or can you?
It's scary, but we just have to face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press a mute on the keyboard.
The lieutenant takes a step back. And then, nothing. Nothing happens. As Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence.
Say nothing.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well,
damn it.
She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Well, at least the world seems to still be alright.
Yeah. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
She rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Perception 14. Okay. Right, I'll let you work the piece now. Hang on. Right, perception. No, perception way the fuck up. That's -1. Oops. Allow me to see. Okay.
Yes, what is it?
17%. It's not high. It's not a paying job, but could you help me contact Coalition Warship Archer?
Do I look like someone who has time for side projects at this moment?
She doesn't even look at from my computer.
If you want her help, maybe you should help her first.
Right, I'll let you work in peace now. Okay. Hang on. Let me help some people with some jams first. It wasn't a red check, so I can do it multiple times. I just fear that I'm going to waste my time trying to do it when I can't do it yet. And there's always other things I can do. Like, I can... Where am I going? I need to go underneath the church. I can go and speak to Everard. I can also try and open the container with this bad boy. Pry bar. Multi-tool. Well, if it's a multi-tool, it might work as cutters and an opener, which would be very handy because that means I only have to equip one thing. Yeah, I don't want to fail the perception check. I mean, I'm not very perceptive to begin with. Hey, Egghead, how you doing, bro? I've got this tape for you. Do you want to try that?
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up!
Found this reel of tape.
Pump it up!
Maybe you can use it to hard up Ake's jam.
Yeah! Remix time!
His voice
Tape
booms through the
goes
church.
Here, into deck B.
It's not in the church, it's in the tent. As he takes the tape and attaches it to the MP wheel slot, tape goes here into deck B. He clicks a switch, the tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear, he listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
What do you mean?
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
I'm ready.
Wow! Here's that! The signs match perfectly! Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
Intriguing. The way I see it, Van Eyck based his remix on some famous original piece, like a folk song, something local. Seems you found an initial part with the main melody.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
He nods to his friend behind the turntables.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key. No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well. Something mysterious is going on here.
Andre's got it. Sounds like a local song remixed.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
You can't just leave it without a bass track.
Honestly, nothing springs to mind right now, but I'll see if I can come up with a solution down the lane.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Okay. Arno Van Eyck. I've got to find some bass. I found a melody that adds to the song, but I need to find some more bass, some drums, something else. Hello.
Hello again.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
Were you
I
recording?
think I'm recording crack.
What happened to the
My
head?
boyfriend sold. I
What
don't
for?
know, man.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for...
The musicians in. Anyway, I don't
checking.
really know.
She looks at the recording device.
Take this, your call.
No, man, fuck.
It's okay.
Go ahead. It's
Tell me
supposed
about
to
the music
become.
place.
Except that. Yeah.
Melodic music.
You know, anodic, cathodic. Music
Electronic
that's made
instruments
with
like what?
synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes. This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a...
Go
Enough.
ahead.
Thank you. Alright. So... yeah, I don't think there's much more I can do with this quest right now. Well, this side task, I guess. I call them quests, it's just the RPG player in me. I could take some I didn't do that again, god damn it. I'm not addicted to magnesium, I just have to get my morale up to high enough. I mean, technically, if I'm supposed to be clean, like cutting straight edge, I'm actually already failed because I'm taking drugs to heal my health and mental state. But if I didn't do that, I would have already died many times. A suggestion for that. I'm not into suggestion. I'm not very good at suggesting things. Okay. Right. Let's go. Finally, before we end, let's go to the big container and see if this multi-tool helps me open it. And then I will end for the day after that. Also, wasn't the padlock door over there apparently is interfacing? What about the doorbell? Volition. Volition. Okay. Also the other interfacing thing that I can improve now. Or can at least try again. Try phoning up the number of the old house.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Let me try and dial a random number.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
I rolled almost as bad as you can roll.
Sure,
try this again
why
later.
not? Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat, until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
Can't believe I failed an 83% again. When I have a +3, I only have to roll a 9. Which is quite likely. Fortunately, not likely enough. Right, let me try and use this multi-tool on this door.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
It's impossible rhetoric, but I'm going to try.
Despite the dirt
my God.
that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
The what now? Okay, well, life gives and life takes away, I suppose. Hello, is there anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
A wry smile crosses the lieutenant's face.
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am. I'll see you guys next time when we go into the container and see what the hell's going on here. See you then. Goodbye.